And a reminder about our disclosure, anybody that is trading, use risk capital you can afford to lose. So we're going to need several entries if you want the short side, convenient trade. We said if we could get back into that 87.5, 88 area, we probably have done well. Target would love to see hit is the 85s, 85.5. A lot of times, first time back, you've got to get by this 88 area. And it may take some time, and then you hope for the big boy target 85, and then obviously that 82. We're going to use that as our aggressive idea of support, right here by the half gap. So very tough open. We've got rising moving averages, makes pulling back a lot harder than you think. But the convenient trade has worked for a few points short side anyways, and first targets we had identified earlier, try to get 88, 87.5, and realistically, if we get back into this 85, consider that a reasonable trade to start the day. And partly because this was done in overnight range type trading, using the idea here of 85 as the 85 to 82 aggressive support. And I think even though we've got tails up here for now, I still think we're going to catch a bid someplace. So hit and run trading is probably the best idea that I can give you right now if you're playing. So we're just sitting here on the rain line. We're not really coming back. We know we've got to wait for this green line to come up, try to help push, unless it's a really fast chart that's being used, like a 1 or a 2-minute chart. Certainly could put a 3 on, but I just wanted to see the 5 to start. We know that all the way back down here is where our base support is, that blue line, but you've got to get through the green and red lines first. And sometimes they shake things up because everybody's gotten comfortable just short. And then they'll throw a day at you with a relief rally, which I'm still thinking today we may get, but I still think we're going to get some reasonable ranges to trade. Trap traders are part of the problem right now. And longer term, I think longs are delusional if they think that this has not done some technical damage. One of the things we wanted to remind ourselves was that 98.25 idea. Shorts really need to step to the plate and start to defend this bounce. And that's not going to be you or me. It's going to be the generals. So don't take it personally. Today is one of those days that I think we've got some traders leaning the wrong way and got them trapped still. So I don't think the high is in yet. I was just hoping for better odds for a buy, truthfully. Think small. If you're playing right now, think small. There's a very tight range for IB. Seek, thank you for your posts. And what happens over time is these lines come down and get lower, so they're easier to step over. And this is bot type trading right here, right now. Normal plays are for half gap trades. They won't always work, but there is a very high percentage of half gap trades that will close. And it doesn't have to be in the first 10 minutes of the day either, but we like them that way. But I don't think that's going to happen today, first thing. I'd like to see that close before we're done today. But give yourself permission to expand the range a bit. And then maybe trap Charlie thinking that, okay, it's straight up day. Maybe then we'll have better odds for a short. Reminder, the first resistance I've got at 02 and the next one at 07 and a quarter. And then after that, up here, 17. If you miss trades, don't chase, don't get too excited. After the types of swings we've had, this has been a very tight first half hour. Take trades that you are comfortable with or don't take them at all. If you're a conservative trader and you don't like buying high and selling higher, don't do it. Just stay sidelines and be willing to miss trades. Too many people think you have to be in the market all the time. Unless you see a clear edge that you believe in, no reason to be in the market. This is about longevity. This is about a season like the Boston Red Sox. Never about any one pitch, any one game, but it's the accumulation of all of those over the season that pays off. We've got to think the same way. Preserve our capital. If you find trades that you think you have a distinct edge, you take it. If you don't like it, do nothing. Always next year, as they say. Go back, take one more look at angels and demons. There's that 98 and a quarter test. This support, these traders were trapped here. A lot of times what you'll see is if a demon gets beat, that's why I have them color coded. If a demon gets beat, then we know that's going to be support until we get back under it. Right here, this is our squeeze pivot that's currently intact. This is a bot trade for sure. Tails, 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 and then drive through them. If you are a buyer, 02, we said would be the first next resistance. And we called it a resistance target. And the chart that we looked at a few minutes ago, reminder, we said was 6, 7 area. And today could be a game of whack-a-mole too, I suppose. NQ seems to be turning on the heat as well. They're tackling an important area right now. I've got 69.83.75. Call it 69.85. Very important area for the NQ. Okay, right here. And initial target we had talked about earlier was about that 7. So we said use that as our next resistance target. 7.25, I'd said. This is a squeeze type trade. Zeke had suggested some things. Keep an eye on his posts in there. What he had talked about, he thought was going on. And a reminder, don't make this about any one day. If you were trying to scalp short and you got beat, take your stop out. Don't let it run against you. One tick away from the target we had talked about. And right now, this is a relief rally. So that 82 support is intact for now, and we will keep 82 as our support until proven otherwise. Sometimes you don't believe in a trade, and so you do nothing, but all of a sudden it starts to gain traction. You say, wait a minute. A really good trader is going to reverse and go with that and admit his mistake and say, no, I'm going the wrong way, because you can feel you're fighting the pressure. That's why I said this is probably going to be a bot. If we can't get back in under this, probably going to be a bot that buys high and sells higher. And the trap shorts are really the problem. Just this little sinker. This is a very powerful area for the boys. This 85, 87 area, very powerful. And on that drive, the intention of this is to discourage any and all shorts from taking a pop today. I still think we'll get a two-way day. I may be naive. I just think we will, with the kind of swings we've been getting lately.